Hello everybody, I'm Evil Goat and today I'm going to teach you how to use Counter-Strike Global Offensive models, particles, maps and other stuff in Source Filmmaker. Let's start. First, install Counter-Strike Global Offensive. If you have it installed on your computer, open Steam, go to your library, find Counter-Strike Global Offensive, right-click on it, click Properties, navigate to the Local Content tab, and click the big button that says View Local Content in File Browser. Do the same thing with Source Filmmaker. It's listed in the Software tab under your Steam library. If you have done these two steps, navigate to the web page visible on the screen and download GCFScape. We need it because Valve downloads their games in little packages that you can't view normally, only with the help of GCFScape. Step 2. Creating the Source Filmmaker mod. In order to have your files in Source Filmmaker, we are going to make a subfolder in Source Filmmaker so that you can sort your CSGO stuff inside Source Filmmaker. It's really handy because, yeah, you could put all those files into like user mode, but it would be a complete mess and I definitely don't recommend it. And creating a new mod is quite simple. Open up the File Browser tab which has Source Filmmaker on it, and inside the Source Filmmaker folder create a new folder called CSGO. I'm gonna call it tutorial because that's a tutorial and I already have CSGO stuff in Source Filmmaker for me, but just do it, create the CSGO folder. After that, navigate to User Mode, Element, and open gameinfo.txt. And in gameinfo.txt, search for the part where it says search paths game, TF movies game, TF game, blah 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 blah. Here create a new game called CSGO. As you can see, I already have it there. Just make it look like all the other games and it's gonna work fine. And now we have our mod completely set up. The only step left is to copy all CSGO content in the Source Filmmaker folders. In order to do it, open up the Counter-Strike Global Offensive tab in your file browser. Go into CSGO and search for the little file called pack_dir.vpk. That's a Valve pack file. And open it with GCFScape. It might not open it with GCFScape at first, but just check it. It should work fine with GCFScape. Alright, after you have opened it, you can see this nice little window, and you are not gonna need all this stuff. You are just gonna need materials, models, particles, and sound. So, select materials, models, particles, and sound. Then, right-click on these folders and select Extract. Now you would like to extract these the content of these folders into the folder you have just created in Source Filmmaker. So find your Source Filmmaker folder and inside it select your new CSGO folder. I'm going to select tutorial because that's a tutorial and I already have everything set up. So if you have already done that, just click OK and I don't know, have a drink or eat something because it's gonna take a bit of time, about 10 minutes if you have an average computer. I already have it, so I'm not gonna extract it again because I don't want to wait. So, as you can see, we have materials, models, particles, and sound. But we don't have maps yet. And this is because Source Filmmaker is based on the Team Fortress 2 source engine and it works strangely with basic CSGO maps. And if you would like to use the maps, you would have to recompile them in Hammer, Valve's map editor, but we are not gonna do that, it's long and tedious. Let's just download the maps that someone else have already recompiled. In order to do this, open up your web browser and search for Csgo Maps for SFM. And this site, I'm just gonna open it. It's really useful because it has a bunch of maps like Dota 2 and other source game maps compiled for Source Filmmaker. Just click on the download link As soon as it downloaded, open it up with 7-zip or WinRAR. Navigate to your newly created Csgo folder in Source Filmmaker, grab all of the maps and just copy them there, and no other work needs to be done. Now open up Source Filmmaker, create a new session, and right-click Load Map. And as you can see on the mod filter, you can see that there is Csgo here. If you don't have Csgo here, you probably messed up something, because if you don't have it there, maybe it's not in the gameinfo.txt, or maybe it's just not right. Check it out again, because it should be there. And load up a random map and wait for it to load. Csgo maps are going to take a bit longer to load than Team Fortress 2 maps, because Csgo maps are much more detailed. So just wait a little bit, just a few minutes. And as you see, we are here in our fabulous Csgo map. The camera is gonna be placed in a really strange place, because spawn points are messed up, because as I just told you earlier, the Source Filmmaker runs on the TF2 version of engine, and the lights in some places might not work well, but 99% of that stuff is really good and it works as it should. And as you see, as I move my camera around, you can see every single little detail of the map. Let's just create a new camera. Yep, I'm gonna come here to the B point and add the model. As you can see, if you select the Csgo mod in the mod filter, it will give you all of the Csgo models that you just copied from Csgo. And this includes a lot of not so handy stuff, such as these sticker things, and they are used for modding, and they might come in handy, but for basic Csgo movies you are going to search for the player folder, and here are all the player models, CTs and Ts, every variant from FBI through GIGN. You can just select them and take a look at them. I'm just gonna select one randomly, put him on the floor because he's not a magical flying pony.
He's a magical pony flying through the sky on a magical...
Shoot it down.
Place the camera well, and done. If you have any problems, leave a comment here on YouTube and I'm going to answer and try to figure out what went wrong in the process. Also, if you liked it, please like it and subscribe to my channel, and if you didn't like it, please leave a comment and tell me what I did wrong, so maybe I can correct it in my next video. I hope you enjoyed it, and soon I'm going to roll out another Source Filmmaker short film in a quite different topic, but you are gonna see it if everything goes fine. So, goodbye!